Hi everyone and welcome back to Let's Craig. This is the second thing I've put on my YouTube channel. Last time out I did a quick look at Kerbal Space Program, so if that interests you, go check it out. On this episode though, I asked you guys what you wanted to see and you said Subnautica. I'm secretly really pleased about that because this game came along and just blew me away. I sunk loads of hours into it in a really short space of time, and that to me is a really good indicator of just how gripping this game is. If you don't know too much about it, premise is you crash land on an alien ocean planet and you have to use the environment to survive. What sets the game apart from other survival and crafting games I've played though is just how gripping the main story is. Yep, that's right, there is a story and there is also an end game. The world also feels really crafted. It's not procedurally generated at all, it's all laid out by hand, so you get the best of both worlds. You get a huge sort of open environment to explore, but one that's been crafted by the hands of designers. The other thing I'd say about Subnautica is it had been in early access forever. I'm normally a little bit sceptical of early access games, but this is actually a great example of a game that's done it brilliantly well and has just come out super polished on the other side. Anyway, enough of me parping on about it, why don't I just show you what I've been up to in the game. Watch out though, this video does contain spoilers for the main game, so if you think you might actually play it from scratch, I would recommend you don't watch this video. Okay, let's do it. Alright guys, so here we are. This is Subnautica. Now I appreciate you're just looking at a dark door at the moment, but that's so I can do this. Oh, and have a dramatic opening moment where I can sort of walk out and onto the bridge of my Cyclops and show you the base that I've built here, which I'll take you around very shortly. But first things first, I just wanted to basically kick things off with a special request that I've had in on Twitter to see one of my ships emerging from another ship. Now these aren't any ordinary ships. This submarine that I'm in right now is the HMS Chegwin, named after the fallen star that is Keith Chegwin. And I've got a vessel nestled within Keith called the HMS Andre Mark II, named after Sir Peter Andre, the late great Sir Peter Andre, who is also no longer with us. Hang on. No, apparently he is still alive. He's still with us. But this is a very special request. You can see it's down there, the HMS Andre Mark II. I'm just going to jump in here and you can see the HMS Andre emerge from the bottom of HMS Chegwin. So I'm just going to quickly just sort of fly around here. Sorry about the frame rate. The game is very CPU heavy, especially when there's a lot of buildings. And my CPU is not great, so there's a bit of stuttering. I apologise for that. There he is, the HMS Chegwin. Beautiful, what a beautiful piece of design. I've gone for yellow and black for all of my colour schemes because it's really easy to see it underwater, especially in like dark underground caverns. So if you jump out of your submarine and you're looking for it in the dark, yellow and black actually really helps, I find. Right, so I'm going to take you on a quick little tour of my base. Let's start off here. This is one of my moon pools. Alright, okay, so here we go. HMS Andre Mark II is docked. This is one of my moon pools, and I've been sure to make lots of use of the space around the outside wall of the moon pool. So I've got loads of storage lockers built into the wall here. I've gone for lots of small storage lockers so I can just break everything up into constituent parts. So titanium, lithium, diamonds, stuff I need to saw, alien stuff, you know. Basically this is my sort of material storage area as well as being my moon pool for the HMS Andre. And then I have a bioreactor here which I can use to compost organic matter into energy, as the tooltip very nicely says there. I've got a nice vending machine here so I can get crisps on demand, which is important. Water filtration machine so I can get some water. So some water and some crisps. What a day. And then I've got a carry-all here as well. I don't know why. And then moon pool number 2, I've got the fish puncher, which is my prawn suit. You find later in the game you end up using the prawn suit a lot. So just to fill you in on where I am in the game, I've basically finished it, I've ended the game, I've done the end game, and I saved it just before, so this is basically right towards the end. So there might be some spoilers in here, so if you're spoiler phobic then don't watch this. But yeah, fish puncher is my prawn suit. You end up spending a lot of time in the prawn suit as you go on. Got a little medical thing here, and then what I usually do is just take the spare ones and dump them in here. So I've got a storage box for first aid kits as well. And then if I just kind of take you around a little bit, this is something that I really like doing, by the way. Trying to jump over the moon pool in one go. Yes, just about done it. I've got a bin, very important. Alright, so this is the main sort of entrance point to my base, just a normal hatch. But then I've got signage here, so moon pools and bioreactor that way. I've got science and nuclear that way, and I've got quarters up there. And then here I've got this kind of like, I like to call it the orange and white room, because it's all like orange and white stuff, the fabricator, the modification station, and then this is where I charge my batteries for the Cyclops in there, get them nice and charged. And then powering the whole thing, I've got a nuclear reactor, so I'll take you down this way. This is the scanner room, which I've upgraded a little bit. Don't really use it that much at the moment. I did in the early game. It's quite useful for finding bits of metal salvage or quartz early on in the game. And then alien containment down here. Got loads of cool aliens, as you can see, floating about. Very nice. And just to emphasise that this is a scientific lab, I've got some equipment there that doesn't do anything. And then my nuclear reactor is down here, so I've got this cool kind of glass corridor which leads to the nuclear reactor. Just down here. And oh, one of my rods has actually been spent, if you'll pardon the expression, so I'm going to actually chuck that in the bin. That lasted for ages though, that was like super long time. I've got three other rods powering it, so I should have loads and loads of power for a long, long time here. Okay, so that's the downstairs bit of my base. I've basically separated it out into a downstairs and an upstairs. So I'll just take you upstairs quickly as well, so you can have a look up there. Downstairs is all kind of functional stuff, and upstairs is the living quarters. So if I go up here, I've got my radio, nice window there, another window, and then you can see out there, and then this is where all my sort of living space is. So I've got food here, lots of Chinese potatoes which I live off. I need to eat some now actually. I've got a coffee machine, posters, and then I've got a bedroom through here as well, with a nice Keep Calm poster and some nice memorabilia. I can sleep there, and yeah, very nice, very cool. Another hatch there, battery charger. It's all nice and dandy. And then up here I've got kind of a top deck, which is I've got a bulbo tree there for some reason, and then I've got like an observation deck thing, and I've put signs just saying what the various things are. So that's the Aurora over there, there's an island over there, there's my Neptune rocket there, which is the end game stuff. So yeah, sorry if I've just spoiled that for you, but I did warn you. Right, so that was my base and just a little bit of me dicking about. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, let me know, because I'd love to do a longer Subnautica video at some point. I've got loads of cool stuff to talk about in the game, stuff that I learned along the way, really interesting cool things that I've found. So yeah, let me know if you want to see more. Until next time, thanks for watching.